into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Arizona Diamondbacks going up against the Colorado Rockies. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about set to go. And on the mound today, German Marquez. What do you have on him, Chris?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Ketel Marte in the box here lets that one go for a ball. And there's a strike. The line of the pitch. That one missing inside.
Oh, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you prefer that pitcher work away.
The next pitch misses. 3 balls and a strike. Hard hit right side. We throw to first. 1 out in the top of the first. Time to take a look at the Diamondbacks lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team, and I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Base is empty. In the air, out towards left center. Jones pulls it in on the run. 2 outs, base is empty. And Jack Peterson stands in. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble. Fastball in for a strike. 0-1. Peterson, multi-time All-Star, 31 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Bounced up the middle. Tovar. And that will end the inning. Diamondbacks down quickly, and now the Rockies will go on offense for the first time. There's no score. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here with my pal Siggy, and on the mound here today, Zach Gallen. How about a report on him, Chris?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
We go to the bottom of the first. Here's Charlie Blackmon. Ball 1 on a pitch inside. Righty delivers. Swing and a miss.
I think you're sitting off speed there.
And misses. It's a strikeout.
He was able to execute the perfect pitch for that situation. Had been fouled with the fastball. And then all of a sudden, pulls out the changeup and has good enough command to make it competitive. Tell you what, varying speeds like that to a hitter can be really, really effective. And right there, you can tell that hitter was just overmatched.
And now the shortstop, Ezekiel Tovar. And ball 1. Base is empty. Yeah, there's a ball. Got a good eye there. Inside ball 4.
Definitely lost the handle during that sequence. 4 pitches for the walk, and that last one didn't even threaten the zone. Pitcher might want to go talk to him.
Look down. Brenton Doyle digging in for the Rockies. And the 1-0. You'll find it here, that's 6 straight balls.
Well, that pitch not even close. A 2-0 count now. He can't be over-aggressive. He's got to make sure that pitch is right on the tee for him.
Good hitters count the 2-0. And that's a base hit. They got it in quickly. So first and second down, 1 out.
Love how he let that ball travel. Trusted his hands. Nice job.
Bryant gets a chance to hit here. Out towards left center. Gurriel has it sized up. Brings it in. Time to check out the Rockies lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These guys have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
Strike 2.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Two on, 2 outs. Got it swinging for the pitch. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
And we're back. Top of the second. Now here's the cleanup hitter for Arizona, Christian Walker. The line to kick the pitch. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. Dale Lawrence is on to work home plate in this one.
Good umpire, Boog. Very fair, very consistent. Now, I did hear some feedback that he opens up the outside corner a little bit on left-handed hitters, which, you know, for me, I'd be kind of salty. So maybe something to keep an eye on and see if that factors into this one at all.
And the right-hander deals. In the dirt, and it's 2-2.
This guy at the dish excels at 2-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound.
That one way outside, and it's 3-2. And a pitch.
Man, it's so tough to adjust and catch up to a good fastball inside. You're getting throughout an entire batter pitches away. You're telling yourself, just let the ball travel so you can protect that outside corner of the plate. Then you get completely tied up. That right there was a great pitch for the punch out.
Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. That one missing low. Missed with a changeup. Down 2-0. No score here in the second. In the air, right side. Cade sizes this one up, pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Two outs, base is empty. Next up for the Diamondbacks, Jake McCarthy. It's amazing we get a chance to talk to a lot of opposing managers. This guy scares managers on the other team as much as anyone.
And he gets to fly beneath the radar with the other more recognizable names in this lineup. Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
The 0-2. Over to Bryant, and that is the inning. Nothing doing for Arizona. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the second. In now for Colorado, Brendan Rodgers. Right-hander back to work. That's outside. 1-0. Wouldn't chase that time.
He hasn't wanted a challenge in both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
That's inside. And now 3-0. Flips a corner.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
The 3-1. Fly ball down the line. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. And a foul ball, he stays alive. To short. Perdomo on to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second. Now here's Nolan Jones. He's a guy, Chris's highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms in the sport. There immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from a warning track if he has to.
McCarthy on the move. Makes the grab after a long run. And there's 2 down. Jacob Stallings down. Right through there for a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. Next offering upstairs. And another ball. Diamondbacks down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Rockies. We'll move to the third with no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. And Eugenio Suarez up to hit now. Marquez back to work. That one missed. Kicks and fires. Very high with that one. And that's ball two. Couldn't chase that time. This one in the air. Under it. Pulls it in, and there's one away. And here's the catcher, Gabriel Moreno. He is at the top of the game in terms of defense at the catching spot.
It's so impressive because these guys have to do so much study and preparation for their pitchers, for opposing hitters, and really their number one job is to guide that staff through a ball game. And so when you also can turn it up offensively and be a force there, that is a win-win, every manager's dream.
Next offering is down low. Line to left. And that'll get down for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Worked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Now up next for Arizona, Geraldo Perdomo. That's in for a strike. And a pitch. And that one wrapped foul. Top of the third, no score. Next offering way off the plate. The shortstop takes the ball. Two and two. Fights it off, you'll see another.
With that kind of velocity and elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, it can be tough for hitters to get on top of it.
Here's Ketel Marte. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat. And there's a foul ball. And here comes. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
First and second, 2 down. This is Corbin Carroll. He's 0 for 1. Just missed. Next offering misses. 2 balls, no strikes.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
2 outs. And that one fouled off. Two on, 2 outs. And another ball. Jock Peterson waiting to hit for the D-backs. The 3-1. And that's a strike. That's a strikeout. Diamondbacks strand a pair, and we are still scoreless. As we go to the last of the third. So in now for Colorado, Jake Payne. The pitch. There's a strike.
First good strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to the skipper.
Marte whips it to first. One down. So the batting order turns over. Here's Chuck Nasty. Led off the game with a strikeout. Just missed. Now on inside, 2-1. And he hits a ground ball right side. Marte tosses to first. And that quickly, 2 away. Down the number 2 hitter, Ezekiel Tovar. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. In there, and it's 0-1.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
Only 2 now. Rays at the bender for the strikeout. Rockies are down quietly, and we're still knotted at 0. On to the 4th, and now the DH, Jock Peterson.
Logan, the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
The line of the pitch. And that's outside. And now it's even 1-1.
When you look at the ability to save runs defensively, but then also put runs up on the scoreboard, that's the kind of player that every championship team needs to have.
Next offer in there for a strike. That is strike 2. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike.
Well, obviously that was nowhere near the strike zone by the time he got to the plate. And people at home watching are thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to recognize where a pitch like that's going to end up.
Walker, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike one. Walker, a multi-Gold Glove Award winner, 33 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2012. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 2. All tied up, top half of inning number 4. Next offering down in the dirt. Will chase that time. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count off at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
On the ground is short, Tovar. Fires across the diamond, 3rd out. So 1, 2, 3 go to Diamondbacks. Still no score. Bottom of the 4th, coming down for Colorado, Brenton Doyle. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give him one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
Walker. And he takes it himself for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here's Chris Bryant now. Flying to left his first time. Down the middle for a strike. It's 0-1.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Riding to the plate. Ball 1 there. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off-speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
That one a little bit high. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
It's a good take.
On the ground, right side. Sends it to first. Bryant out of the play. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. He struck out swinging in his first at-bat. That's a little bit low. 2 down, nobody on. We're here at the bottom of the 4th. Two outs. Foul ball. Kicks and deals. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. Through 4, still tied. Zip, zip. And we're back. We go to the top of the 5th, and now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Jake McCarthy. Marquez back to work. And it's in there at the knees for a strike. And a foul ball. aboard to start the inning.
Well, a few things can go wrong when you are delivering a pitch, that grip, slip out of your hand, release your plate, wind up, all of those things. And I think it's safe to say at least one of those, if not more than one, got away from him.
Checks over to first, back safely. Off the mark there, and that is ball one.
Going to lay off that pitch down.
Next offering is in for a strike. All tied up, and we're at the top of the fifth. This to center field. He's got it. Gabriel Moreno stands in now for the Diamondbacks. And he's already singled in this game. Swing and a miss. Now you hit the knees for a strike.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stand on that double throw.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Pitch. On the ground at first, into the outfield base hit. McCarthy, round second on his way to third. Coming home. He will score, and the Diamondbacks take the lead. 1-0.
Picks himself up at RBI, but not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and run the ball and play. That's a team bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball go deep.
Runner at second. Geraldo Perdomo now at the plate. Outfield playing pretty shallow. There's a strike. Man at second. And that one hammered. Doyle reaching back towards the wall. Grabs it right up against the wall. An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. 1 for 2. Outside low, ball 1. And another ball.
Well, no need to go right at this guy. First base is open. He can hurt you, so make him expand his zone. If he doesn't, give him a walk.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Hits the corner. Now 2 balls and a strike. In the air, left side. Dives and it gets by. The run comes in to score from second. It's 2-0. And that's a 2-out double. Next to hit for Arizona, Corbin Carroll. Out to center, under it. And that is that. They put 2 on the board with a couple of hits, no errors, and 1 left. Last half of the fifth coming up. It's the Diamondbacks 2 and the Rockies nothing. Bottom of the inning. So in now for Colorado, Brendan Rodgers.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
That clips the zone. That's strike one.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get that.
Oh, no, this one's blasted deep to left. Way back there. On its way and out of here. That'll fire up the dugout. And they're on the scoreboard. It's 2-1.
He just sent this stadium into a frenzy. They're going nuts. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Jones digging in for the Rockies. Pitch misses there. Ball one. Nobody on, nobody out. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a high fly ball. That one out towards left center field. Way back there. And it is gone. And they tie it up. It's 2-2.
That swing completely changes the momentum of this game, Booth. Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. And now the catcher comes up to him. Jacob Stallings. Fastball for a strike.
0-1 the count.
And he deals. Found back our way, and that's out of play. The line to the pitch. And that's in the dirt.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Next one just misses. 2-2.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Blows the high knee past him. That's a strikeout.
And I really like the ability to bounce back right there after not getting the call. He probably should have got it. Didn't let it affect his focus. He came back with another good pitch to get him swinging.
Here's Jake Cave now. Rolled out to second in his first at bat. Swing and a miss. Yeah, it's 0-1. And that one is inside ball 1. Misses inside, and it's 2-1. Still only 1 out here in the inning. There's a strike to the knees. 2-2 now. Down, base is empty. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
You can see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the offside. off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
But you're having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. Third foul ball in a row.
Just misses with that one. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
He's got to throw any pitch in any count. 3-2, he goes off speed, gets the out.
Now it's Charlie Blackmon. Swings through that one.
0-1's the count.
And a pitch. Out to short. Perdomo on the first. That's out number 3. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. 2-2 game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Now it's the DH, Jock Peterson. Here comes a pitch. On the corner for a strike. 1-1.
After scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning, get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
That's down and in. And the pitch. Found back our way, and that's out of play. And the righty deals. Stays alive.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was an excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
Walker up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. The line of the pitch. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Pitch. Up and in. The count now 2-2. Picks up strikeout number 7. And it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. First pitch misses. Righty delivers.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
On the ground right side, and it goes just foul. And another ball. And he chases that one. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. 3 up, 3 down for him there. 2-3-4, 2 up in the home half of the 6th. We are tied 2-2. sixth inning. And now Ezekiel Tovar. The pitch. Not close with that one, and that's ball one. In the air, left field. Gurriel has it sized up. Corrals it. One down. Brenton Doyle digging in for the Rockies. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Next pitch misses, and 1-1.
He gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Next to hit for the Rockies, Chris Bryant.
And what makes him even quicker is the fact that he's so dialed in on the pitch as it's moving through the hitting zone. He can see how that hitter's lined up, what he's trying to do, and where that pitch is going to end up, which gives him that really quick first step. And that's why he makes so many great plays.
The 1-0. Two down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the sixth. That one's in there, and it's 2-1 now. And he gets the top of the zone for a strike.
That fastball, even though it's up, that's the velocity you want to go after. Low 90s, a lot better than trying to hit the high 90s.
Next pitch is downstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Three and 2. Payoff pitch. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Carroll going back on this one. And it's caught just in front of the wall. So they make short work of him there. 7th inning coming up. We are tied 2-2. We go to the top of the 7th. And now the center fielder, Jake McCarthy. The right-hander back to work. Now there's a ball. The Rockies have some action in the pen. Ryan Feltner preparing to come on if needed. Criswell getting cranked up as well. Bounce to the right side. Steps on first for the out.
Third base.
Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now.
He's a big, strong guy, can untie this game with one swing.
That one is absolutely belted. Doyle going back. And caught on the warning track. Gabriel Moreno will hit next. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about, the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop.
And another ball.
Really impressive with the way he frames, the way that he sets it up, because sometimes those pitches are off the plate, but because he sets up and presents it so well, he steals strikes for his pitcher.
All tied up here in the top half of inning number 7. That misses, and it's 3 and 2. This to third. McMahon fires over to first. And that'll do it. No runs, no hits, no errors. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. We are tied 2-2. Set for the last half of the 7th. So in now for Colorado, Ryan McMahon. Right here back to work. That one misses. 1-0. The Diamondbacks with some movement in the pen. Jordan Montgomery, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Jameson, a right-hander, loosening up as well. And a good eye there.
Struggled a little bit in this one. A couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job of this at-bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Fouled off. He was late. Right-hander kicks, deals. There's a strike. Bell upstairs. The other way, Suarez. Whips it across. And one away in the bottom of the 7th. Now it's Brendan Rodgers. He's already homered in this game. And there at the knees, it's 0-1.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm. Set down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
Next offering upstairs. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a line drive slicing into right field. It's down, base hit.
I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Torey Lovullo is out of the dugout, and he's going to make a move here. Zach Gallen will depart, and a pretty decent effort out of him. Tie ball game. New arm out of the pen when we get back. Jordan Montgomery takes over on the mound.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
One gone, runner at first. Nolan Jones digging in for the Rockies. Pitch misses inside, and that's ball 1. One away, tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. Swings through that one for strike 1. On the ground is short, could be 2. Off balance feet, there's 1. And that's quick work out of the pen. 1 batter, 2 outs, inning over.
Hit it exactly where he wanted. That textbook 6-4-3 double play, gets out of the jam and back in the dugout.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Ryan Feltner. Stepping in is the switch in at shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo. The line to kick the pitch. And that one fouled off. And a pitch. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. That one not close. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And downstairs.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
And a pitch. Not even close there. And the count's full. Ketel Marte in the on-deck circle. Bounce that off to the left, and we'll do it again. On the ground, right side, slides for the stop. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out.
We saw a few skills on display there for the out. Technique was great, reaction time was there, and the slide was smooth. Watching that play come together was really fun.
Ketel Marte up to the plate. Not your prototypical leadoff guy. Gets on base, yes, but also some power. And that's off the inside edge. Ball one. One down, base is empty. And that's downstairs and outside. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Peter Lambert getting ready to come on for Bud Black. Gilbreth, the lefty, warming up as well. 2-0 the count. Here it comes. Miss.
Okay, the Pirates trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Corbin Carroll on deck for Arizona. And he walked him off 4 pitches.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boo. The last one wasn't even close.
So up next, Corbin Carroll. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Left field, Jones moving under this one. Makes the grab. Here's Jack Peterson. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. And that's in for a strike. Pickoff moved to first. Marte back on a dive. Next offering misses down and away. With the go-ahead run at first, and we're at the top of the 8th. Swing and a miss. Gonna count 1-2.
Clearly was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have
to swing and a miss, and that is that.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
And we're back on the 8th. Now the Rockies catcher, Jacob Stallings. The pitch. On the ground to the left, Perdomo. In plenty of time to first, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
The 0-1. And that one lifted in the air center field. McCarthy settles under it. Brings it in. Two up, two down. So now here's the DH, Charlie Blackmon. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Bounce to the left side. That is the end. Nothing doing for the Rockies. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Staying in the game on defense, Sam Hilliard needed a new right fielder after entering as a pinch hitter. And now it's Christian Walker, 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Feltner back to work. Way outside, ball 1. Line drive, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to follow. So many positives that led to that knock.
No outs, runner at first. Here's Gurriel. Yeah, that's outside. And that is ball 1. Deals. That one ripped, but foul.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
The go-ahead run of Ward at first. Nobody out. That's smacked down a line to center. Drops into the glove.
That's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Here's the center fielder, Jake McCarthy. And fouled off.
Always tough to turn 2 on a speedster like this. It's even harder with him coming out of left-handed batter's box. You really need something to hit hard on the ground that they can handle to turn 2 quickly.
And that's off the inside edge. And it's a ball and a strike. Left-hand hitter waits. Line drive. Oh, the throw is wild. And he'll make it up to second as he advances on the throwing error. He scores all the way from first. A terrible job getting it back to the infield, and it cost them a run.
Well, this has been a good, tight game so far, but now that error looms pretty large. I got to think that's going to weigh on it for a little while, unless somehow they can come back and win this thing.
At second, at the plate, Eugenio Suarez. And the slider just misses. Feltner picks over. McCarthy dives back in safely. There as he swings through it. One-run game here at the top of the 9th. Now it's belted. Deep to left. Way out of here. Home run. And they add to their lead. It's 5-2.
A little more breathing room is always a good thing in baseball, and now they have it. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch and that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets them off, and gets them moving.
In the game for the Rockies, Peter Lambert.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Now the D-backs catcher, Gabriel Moreno. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there. Already 3 runs across in the frame here at the top of the ninth. Outside low, and the count even 1-1. Slider misses outside.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
One foul off, 2-2. Right-handed reliever. That one just missing inside, and the count's full. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside corner of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Action in the pen down there. Justin Lawrence getting ready to come on for Bud Black. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Then he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
The shortstop takes the ball. 2 down, nobody on. Fouls one off. 2-2. That's inside. Ketel Marte up next. Kicks and fires. And there's ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So on down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is if you are the offensive side of it.
Marte now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's going to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can run this batter.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Now pitches outside, ball 1. Perdomo leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And he grounds one back up the middle. Fires to first on the run. On the money. Nice play. They strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. It's 5-2. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Justin Martinez.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with a W.
Leading off, Ezekiel Tovar.
The shortstop, Ezekiel Tovar.
The line and pitch. Outside low, and that's ball one. The pitch. Ground ball, Walker. He takes it on his own. One out, bottom of the ninth. He's 2 outs away. And now the center fielder, Brenton Doyle. 1 for 3. Singy, you gotta appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. And that's down and away.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately you either have it or you don't.
And he handles it himself way out.
A couple of pitches and a quick out.
Rockies down to their last out. Chris Bryant, the next to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. It's the slider in there for a strike.
Hold on the count.
The Rockies trailing by 3 here in the last half of inning number 9. Pitch misses there. 1-2 the count.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
1 strike away. Two outs. Fouls it off, still 1-2. That's downstairs and outside. Righty to the plate. Hit to the left side, and this is going to do it. That's the ball game.
This was a tightly played game, got a little of everything, some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
And your final score, 5-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shelby. Thanks for joining us.
The final score for August 2 was a victorious Diamondbacks. 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They led 5 runners on base. For the Rockies, 2 runs on 4 hits, 1 error. They led 3 runners on base. Time ball, 3 outs and 8 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you, please, drive home safely.